The mind can be compared to the lens through which we view the world. If not use this lens correctly, it will show the wrong data. How could it happen? It is due to unclean lens. Very often this lens is smudged by wrong view, colored by craving, and blurred by ignorance. So it produces the wrong data and action for the future result. So the knowledgeable people think to clean the lens. The lens cleaning begin with the restraint of body and speech. Then is moral training, which provides a conducive environment for us to train the mind. Both moral training and mental training are the vital basis for clearing the mind totally and finally of all defilements. This is the stage when we begin to truly understand. By truly understand, we know about how the sense work and how we know the things. When this knowledge systematically treat, it is called wisdom. Panya. This can be done by only insight practice. And when the knowing is clear and total, it is full understanding. Parinya, full understanding. And when it is liberates, it is called direct knowledge. Anya, nothing much to do. This is the final call in the Blessed One's teaching. So you can think now, the purpose of life is not merely to know. For knowledge is not come to end. It is like a space. But the mean, when knowledge is valued itself, it becomes itself a view, ditti, a fetus sangyojana. One when develop the knowledge and begin to understand how the sense work and how the knows the things, then one sees only mental construct, sankhara dhamma, as such one as to see beyond knowing and knowledge. In this discourse explain how to do it. Hello my Dhamma friends, welcome to my next video. Let's follow the Buddha's path. In this video I am going to tell you about what teaching we should accept. Let's start with homage to the Blessed One. Namo te purisa janya, Namo te purisuttama, Namo te purisatulya, Namo te purisa sabba, Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Once again to the discussion. Today our topic is Kalama Sutta. This is one of misuse discourse by the Buddhist people misused discourse. Person who doesn't want to go to the temple, person who doesn't want to listen to the Dhamma, and person who doesn't want to follow the Blessed One's teaching are misused this intentionally. And some other people misused unintentionally, as they don't know the meaning. So it is better to know the meaning of this discourse. This discourse uttered to the Kalamas. Kalamas are the inhabitants of the town of Kesaputta. The town Kesaputta, located at the edge of the forest. Various group of wanderers would stop there to spend the night before crossing the forest, or on emerging the forest. During their stay, they would give talk to the Kalamas, so that they are exposed to the wide range of religious and philosophical ideas. Understandably, such a bewildering range of view caused doubt and perplexity in the mind of the Kalamas. The Kalamas eagerly welcomed the Blessed One and approached him. Having approached, they declared their predicament to the Blessed One. The Blessed One immediately consoled them by saying that the doubt is justified, and goes on to list the 10 doubtful sources of knowledge. 10 points we can classify to 2 groups according to the faith and according to the reason. Most of the religions are accepted due to 2 reasons: faith or reason. Accept either faith or reason, Blessed One denied both. Blessed One said, do not accept just because of mere faith or mere reason. Blessed One's Dhamma is Atthakavachara in Pali word. Atthakavachara, what is it? That means you cannot accept due to logic. Cannot accept due to logic. You have to examine and then accept. Let's see details. All this 10 points. Number 1, don't go by oral tradition. Don't go by oral tradition. Ma anusavai. Don't go by oral tradition, revelation. There are 5 things that may turn out into 2 different ways here and now. They are faith, approval, oral tradition, reason, constitution, forbearance with view, saddha, ruchi, anusrava, akara parivitakka, ditti, nichana, kanti. Mentioned in another discourse called Chanki Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya. And what are the 2 different ways? Something fully accepted but yet empty, hollow, false. Something fully accepted yet it may be actual, true, unmistaken. Number 2, doubt-worthy point. Don't go by lineage, ma paramparaya. Don't go by lineage. When the teaching comes from generation to generation, while it's transferring, it can be interpolation, inserts something else. But the Blessed One's teaching is going against the tradition. He was not following the traditions, the royal tradition. So, Blessed One's teaching is Patisotagami, going against the tradition. Let's see this example for traditional thing, traditional teaching. Believing in Creator, believing in eternal soul, believing in caste system, believing in royal tradition. Blessed One advised to follow the traditions of Dhamma, which is not defeated by anyone or anything. Number 3, do not go by hearsay, ma itikiraya. That means you have heard something passed from few people or many people. The message passed from one to another, but when it is passed from one to other, may be completely distorted. But Blessed One's teaching, when you practice, only you can see the result. That is the difference. And number 4, do not go by scriptural authority, ma pitaka sampadanena. This is the most abused, misinterpreted statements most Buddhist people use. Blessed One said, don't believe anything because it costs in scriptures. Here Pitaka means not Tipitaka. Don't misunderstand. The word Tipitaka not used even in the time of Buddha. That word used only after 300 years from the date of Blessed One's passed away. And the next one, don't go by Vedic teaching, pure reason. Don't go by pure reason. Ma takkahetu, Veda, the Brahmin teaching. Word comes from the root of vid. This root has two different meanings. One, to know. That is which know by very special type of people. Who are the special type of people? Such as mendicant, ascetic, samana, brahmana. And other meaning is feeling. This can speculation, just guessed and accepted by some people. Feeling. This can speculations and accepted by some people. Blessed One said not to do that. Another one, do not go by others' seeming appearance, Ma bhavya rupataya. Somebody appears to be very holy, noble, pure, plain, but appearance is discursive. Somebody can put up a very beautiful appearance, but inside there are a lot of bad. Totally, completely different from what is pushed out. Next one is, do not go by the thought. This monk is our teacher. Ma samano no garoti. Teachers. Who are the teachers? Teachers is just agents only. They are not the inventors. Teachers are presented something told by the inventors. Some teachers are very smart, good in teaching, can present in very beautiful way. But when you find and compare with text, totally different his teaching. So we have to check with the source. Check with the source. That's why Blessed One said, in the case of Dhamma, don't do that. Don't go only due to the respect. And another one, do not go by reason thought. Ma takka hetu. He explained about logic. Logic can be used for proving anything. You want no need to conclude any truth. Follow only logical steps. Whether it is traditional logic, symbolic logic, or logic used in mathematics and so-called. You can prove something, but what you have proven may not necessarily truth, but you have proven by logical conclusion. Blessed One's teaching is not that kind of logical teaching. It is realizable by the wise. Dhamma is deeper than other teaching, so cannot prove by logic, by logical steps. Example, you will have to battle with Mara to stop suffering. The Blessed One's teaching, the final goal is overcome suffering. For that purpose, you will have to battle with Mara, but without attachment. It is mentioned in Dhammapada, in this stanza, Yodeta marang panya udhena jitang varakki anivesanosya. You have to battle with Mara with the weapon of wisdom. Yodeta marang panya udhena, but without attachment. How do you realize this? No one wants to battle with others if not gain something. No one wants to gain anything if not attachment. But in here, if you attach, there is no battle with Mara. You can battle with Mara only by letting go. So the meaning, have to practice and realize whether defilement cut down or not. That can do only by realize, not by logic. Logically can't prove, but by experience can prove. You have to done by yourself. So you are the witness, you are the testimony, you are the one who experienced it. That is why Blessed One said, Pacchattam vetitabbo vinyu. Each and every individual can realize it by himself or herself. I think I have told the 10 downworthy point in briefly. Here Blessed One's advice is, do not accept any teaching due to mere faith or mere reason. Then how do you accept? That is the problem. How do you accept the teaching? Blessed One admonishes them to justify and examine whether such statements were morally wholesome or unwholesome, and then can reject them or cultivate them. Let's go through the discourse. Blessed One asked Kalama, Kalama, when you know for yourself these things are unwholesome, blamable, and censored by the wise, and when undertaken and practiced bring about harm and suffering, then you should abandon them. Kalama, when you know for yourself these things are wholesome, not blamable, and praised by the wise, and when undertaken and practiced bring good and happiness, then you should cultivate them. Why did the Blessed One change his normal teachings patterns here? It is obvious here that Kalamas, the Blessed One's audience, have some level of moral and ethical sensibility. The Blessed One continues by questioning the Kalamas. What do you think, Kalama, when greed, hatred, and delusion arises in a person, is it for his good or for his harm? Kalama said, for his harm, Bhante. Then Blessed One said, the person who is greedy, hatred, and deluded, overcome by them, his mind controlled by them, so he will destroy life, take what is not given, violate the women, and tells lies, and all other bad too, which will bring about harm and suffering for a long time. Then Blessed One questions them again. If they understand and cultivate the 3 wholesome roots that are the base for moral acts, because these are praised by the wise and are beneficial. What do you think, Kalama? The person's not greedy, not hatred, and not delusion in mind, it is cause for his pleasure or displeasure? Pleasure, Bhante. Yes. The person who is not greedy, not hateful, and not deluded, not overcome by them, his mind not controlled by them, so he will not destroy life, will not take what is not given, will not violate the women, and will not tell lies, and will not do all other bad too, which will bring about good and happiness for a long time. The Blessed One then explained the four divine support, Brahma Vihara, that a noble disciple, free from covetousness, without ill will, unconfused, fully aware, mindful, dwell pervading the world with loving kindness, with compassion, with altruistic joy, and with equanimity. Let's see the discourse. It's mentioned like this. Now Kalama, that noble disciple, thus free from covetousness, ill will, unconfused, fully aware, mindful, dwells pervading one quarter with a mind of loving kindness. Likewise the second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter, above, below, across, everywhere, everyone, and himself too. He dwells pervading the whole world with loving kindness that is vast, great, boundless, free from enmity, free from ill will. In same manner explained about compassion, altruistic joy, and equanimity. Then the Blessed One explained about the benefit, Kalamas. This noble disciple, his mind without enmity, without ill will, uncorrupted, purified, with these for self-assurance right here in this life. The four self-assurance are: number one, if there's an afterlife, and if good and evil deeds bear fruits and result, it is possible after death reappears in the stage of joy, happy destination in heaven. Number two, if there is no afterlife, and if good and evil deeds do not bear fruits and result, still right here in his life, free from enmity and ill will. Number three, suppose evil does come to the evildoer, but how can I be touched by suffering? He will think. No evil towards anyone, nor has done any evil, he can be happy. Then number four, suppose evil does not come to the evildoer, then right here in this life, he will think, I see myself purified both ways. For self-assurance that he gained, that he won by practicing these four divine abodes. This is the discourses given to the Kalama by the Blessed One, which is called Kalama Sutta, Kalama Discourse. From this discourse we can understand how do we accept the teaching. Even today there are many schools, very different kind of teaching. Which one is good, which one is false? So only way is Blessed One's advice. You can compare with the source, the Pali scriptures, and you can discuss with some teachers and followers. Then you can check by yourself, by practicing. Then only you can accept really this is very good teaching. Okay, my Dhamma friend, thanks a lot for listening to my Dhamma discussion. If you have any question, you can send a message to me